Death is one of the most feared experiences by humans. A lot of people fear death just because of the unknown experience that happens after. Is there an afterlife? Is there a God? Will I go to heaven or hell? Is heaven and hell real? This can be a very frightening and genuine fear, but that's only if you don't understand who you truly are. You see, if you identify and take yourself to be human and only that, death can be a very fearful thing, because the only thing that truly dies is the human body. Who we are has never been born and can never die. There is no such thing as birth, aging, or death when it comes to who we are. We were here before we were born, and we will be here after. Notice what makes up fear: a thought and an emotion to things that you are not. Create this emotion, and it's all coming from the ego. The only thing that is truly afraid is the ego. It doesn't want to die. It wants to stay here, and it wants to stay in control. But we are the consciousness awareness of all of these experiences. When you are having a fearful experience, who is aware of that happening? When your fear of death comes up, who is aware of this fear? It's not you as in a human. A human body cannot be aware. Thoughts cannot be aware. The only thing that knows awareness is itself. That's who we are. Pure awareness. There are many names people give it. Consciousness, awareness, I am, God. It's all pointing to the same exact experience of being. So don't get confused, it's all the same thing. So answer this question: was awareness here before you were born? Of course it was, and you can't say, well, my awareness wasn't here. That doesn't make sense. Awareness is awareness. It has no form, and it's not created through humans. This consciousness that we are created humans. Everything is created within us. Everything is created inside of awareness. If it wasn't, then it wouldn't exist. You are not a body. Because you are aware of it, you are aware of sensations, and the one aware of the object cannot be the object. Anything you can observe is an object. We are the subject who is aware of it. So how does this help with the fear of death? Well, once you realize this to be true, death will no longer be something you are afraid of. Why do we act like it's not a natural thing? This is life. Everything that once lived will pass away. This human experience is just one of the millions of other experiences we will have. We are infinite beings. Who you truly are cannot die. Think about energy, this consciousness that we are is some form of energy. And energy cannot die, it can only be stored and transferred. The energy of consciousness has been stored and transferred to all forms of life. It's created trees, humans, animals. Any and everything is this consciousness. And yes, we still can't say for sure what happens when you die, but look into ego death. I personally 100% believe that the experience of your ego dying is what death really is. And you can experience an ego death through multiple different psychedelics. You forget your name, you begin to forget everything. At first it's very terrifying because your identity and everything you know is going away. But once you accept that the ego is dying, you become one with peace and love. You return back to your natural state of being, and this knowing of who you always been returns. It's the most amazing and beautiful experience. You will realize that everything is connected and that we are literally all one. You're not going to be sad and you're not going to feel bad when you die, because you will understand what your human experience was. Some people say at the time they were experiencing ego death, they had no desire to leave that experience. Suffering only exists here because humans perceive and experience their emotions and thoughts in a way that causes suffering. The ego causes suffering, so if it dies, guess what? No more suffering. It doesn't exist. My advice to get over this kind of fear is to begin to realize and understand who you truly are. Understand the nature of life. Realize that death is normal, it's natural. Start to see the nature of who you are. We cannot escape death. We shouldn't want to escape death. You want to have this human experience forever? This fear of death is usually something younger people fear, but as you grow older, you actually make peace with it. Simple knowledge about death will bring in so much peace. You don't have to accept it because it's going to happen regardless. But why not accept it and let go of the constant suffering and worry? Enjoy life. We chose to come here to experience life. This is such a blessing to be having human body experience. It's not to stop letting your fears and limiting beliefs block out the beauty of life. Go outside and just look around at nature. Look into the sky and just say, wow. Notice that this experience is a magical spiritual journey. Act as if you were just transferred into this human body today. Look at your hands and just say, wow, this is a human body. Act as if it's your first time here experiencing life. We get so caught up in the illusions that our mind creates. We get so caught up in the experience that we forget that we are the ones observing the experience. Stop from time to time and notice that you are aware. Say it now. I am aware. And then become aware of your awareness. That's the key. That is the only spiritual practice you honestly need to do. This whole spiritual journey is to just realize and find our way back to what we really are. I hope this has opened your eyes to a new way to look at death, a new way of perceiving life. I thank you for watching.